to get them to the point where they do make a deal. OK, let's get some analysis on this, and I'm joined by Mohamed Taha from BBC Arabic. Hello there to you, Mohamed. So 90% according to the US. There isn't a deal in the making, says Mr Netanyahu, but we're going to work hard to get them there. Who's them, according to Mr Netanyahu?
He is trying to say that Hamas is blamed for not accepting the deal, and Hamas, vice versa, also accusing Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu of not agreeing on a full withdrawal from Gaza. It's not only Hamas is accusing Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu of that, but also Britain has freezed some arms license to Israel. President Biden said last week that Benjamin Netanyahu might be an obstacle. And the families of the hostages in Israel who are demonstrating every single day, they are confirming that Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu might be an obstacle. Even the defense minister of Israel himself became vocal recently, and he said he offered Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu to operate in Gaza in a similar way that the Israeli army is operating in the West Bank, where they do clinical operations against militants there. And the Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu is really keen to make a permanent presence of the Israeli forces in Gaza. So now the situation is that Americans are optimistic. They are saying 90%, but the remaining 10% is everything in this deal, which is the Israeli military presence in Gaza.
OK, so there's the polio immunisation campaign that's running at the moment. Where are we with that? And is there going to be another pause to allow for the next round of vaccinations?
Yeah, there must be another pause in another few weeks when the second dose is due. The vaccination at the moment is concentrating in the middle parts of Gaza, in Deir el-Balah and in Khan Yunis. There are, in both governorates, there are more than 200 spots of vaccination. But compared to Rafah, there are only 18, so 18 to 200. Because the United Nations saying that it is a military operations area in Rafah. In the north also there are much fewer. There are around 80 in the two northern governorates. So the vaccination is focused on the middle parts of Gaza, and there is really hope that this humanitarian pause would be continued also to the north and the south, because it's really, as the UNICEF said, it's rare, bright spots in what's happening, and the people in Gaza are living between the respite of the polio vaccination fighting pauses and the despair of the returning of fighting after 3 p.m. where more than 30 people were killed in the last few hours.
OK, Mohamed Taha, thank you very much.
Thank you,
Thank you. OK, we're just going to pause and take a look at some other stories making the headlines.